say we jamming to the songs of the Caribbean. We grooving to calypso and steel band.
Going into the segment with the fabulous sounds of Merchant, and going into a fabulous segment with none other than Robert Young, a man of the cloth. It's your... I need to be careful with that, because when I say man of the cloth, you know what that means, right?
I'm not sure.
But you can win a designer shirt for your dad from the Cloth Collection by giving us a call in the segment at 622-4010. But for now, we're going to have a conversation with the man of the cloth. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. What is so funny about that?
You see, when one starts to laugh, it's just this ripple effect. But it's a pleasure to have you with us this morning, and thank you for your service to us as a nation.
Service? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Robert, you act like you don't get these sort of recognitions
Well,
often.
it's what I do.
Right.
I've been doing it since I was 21.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so if I have a child, it's the cloth.
Wow. Love it, love it,
Yeah.
love it, love it, love it. Tell us about the Portugal Fashion Week.
That was organized by, actually, CARICOM is part of the AFREM Bank, which is a bank with 53 African countries and 8 CARICOM countries. And there's a project called CANEX, which is the Creative Nexus that happens, an African project where they work with creative industries around the world.
Right.
And right now they're actually trying to find another Caribbean designer to show, not another Trinidadian, because the cloth showed this year and Meaning showed last year. And we're trying to find somebody from other parts of the region who's already listening to the show.
Yeah.
So Portugal Fashion Week was a project with 9 other designers. There was a Madagascan designer who's living in Cambodia who does the most amazing silk. Designers from Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa. And this is the first time that the show was completely incorporated in the Portugal Fashion Week. This happened in March.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Robert, you just mentioned to us that you've been doing this since you were 21. Did you think when you started that you would be where you are today?
Somebody asked me that the other day if I gave myself, I was looking at consent as an idea, if I gave my consent to be doing this 37 years later.
Yeah.
Not particularly, but it's something that I do, and I think I'll be doing it for the next 20 years or so. I am 58, I'll be 60 next year.
Wow,
Yeah.
big 6-0 milestone. Amazing. And so 60 beyond.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the club?
Well, hopefully we find another creative director in the next period, because I've been doing this, thinking about it all the time. The cloth is based in 24 Ethig Road, Belmont, in the Grandiston Lab, which is connected to Alice Yard.
Okay, yes,
We're on the
yes.
ground floor there.
Yeah.
So a new collection. We are doing next week. I'm doing a pop-up at Zawadi in DC. It's an African art shop, and then Fashion TT is taking 6 designers or 5 designers to London in July. Mailing and myself and other people are going, and then in August I'm doing a pop-up in Martha's Vineyard. First, 2nd of August, and then we did a project. We are involved in something at the Smithsonian African Art Museum. I worked with the artist Ayana Jackson.
Right.
And there is I am invited to talk and show something at the Smithsonian African Art Gallery in September.
Was this the one that at the Smithsonian?
Yes, but this piece here is actually another designer, because we did the piece where she was underwater. She dived as much as 100 feet in a costume like we did. So there's as big as this room. Installation,
Right.
video installation of when you go into the room, you basically see her diving.
Wow.
And the idea of that show is that people who are coming in to enforce servitude, what we call slavery, involuntary enforced servitude.
Yes,
People who were either sick, women who were pregnant and sick, or women who decided that they didn't want to put their children into slavery.
They do both.
Right. So the idea is this Drexciya, which is a band in Detroit, who said they're Drexians, and those are the beings that survived. The idea is that water spirits birthed these children, and there's a whole world under the water.
Okay.
So she's imagining that world in that exhibition. It's an amazing exhibition.
yes.
Anybody who gets to DC should go see it because it's up for a year and a half till the end of 2024. It's a significant exhibition, massive, and people should see it.
It sounds amazing. And so, with everything that you've shared from your work to your history in Trinidad and Tobago and throughout the world, do you have any words of wisdom for the younger generation who are interested in pursuing this as a life path but are not sure where to start?
Suppose ask yourself the permission if you're going to do it for a long time.
That consent, right?
Yeah, the consent, because we live in a place where consent is minimal, not even for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Try. I think make work and sell your work before you even figure out how to brand it, because branding is an observation that people did later on, where people have a historical, emotional, cultural relationship with the thing that you do, and it's not the logo, not the how you look. It's how people feel about what happens to what you do.
Yeah.
Right? And so work on getting your work out, getting it made, getting it sold if you can get it sold, because I think the most revolutionary thing for us in the Caribbean, where things are made outside, because it's very difficult to get things made here now. It's much harder. The space is different. People not that hard work of sewing a garment is a skill. Technology is not like doing a reel.
Yeah.
Right?
It's something different.
It's something real.
Yes.
Right? It's not like that. So the creativity is like 6 hours or 8 hours piece of work that you have to put on. So do that, because it's holding on to a historical technology.
Let me just pause you quickly, Robert, because we have somebody online who wants to win one of your pieces, and I believe that person is Point Fortin. Point Fortin, good morning. I believe our pieces are coming up on the screen as we speak. Hi, Point Fortin, morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing fine, thanks.
All right, nice. So I'm going to ask you to listen to me on the phone, but look at your screen, because we're seeing 3 options. And if you answer my question correctly, you can choose one for that special gentleman in your life. So look at them. This is the second option. And the third should be coming up soon. And Point Fortin, my question for you would actually be something that we would have discussed in the interview this morning with Robert. He mentioned that there's an amazing exhibition right now in DC at a very special museum. Can you give us the name of that museum?
Oh, boy. No, I missed it.
Robert says it's a hard question. So, Robert, give us a question. Give us something easy.
What year the cloth started?
What's the question? Could you repeat?
I said you this is so long. All right, sorry. Okay. All right. Which person wore the cloth as a performer in your history? Anybody who's been dressed by the cloth as a performer. Could be a steel band. It could be calypsonian, soca artist.
Anybody?
Yeah.
I'll just make a wild guess. I really don't know. Marshall Montano?
I mean, happy
Unfortunately
Father's Day,
not, but
Marshall.
Point Fortin, let me just thank you so much for calling. We're going to try to see if we can give somebody else a chance. So thank you so much, Point Fortin. Yeah?
I call him to win the ticket. I don't understand. I call him to win
Rokas, no. We are not doing that. We're not doing that. But while we wait for the other call, Robert, I wanted to ask you a question. You've been showcasing stuff, let's say, as part of the African diaspora, but not necessarily as part of that Caribbean culture. Is it hard for Caribbean designers to break into the international fashion weeks? Like, do you have to align yourself with the African diaspora, or was that intentional?
It was intentional because it was paid for by this bank, right? Because it's not cheap to get into the show. Shows are to get into a market. I think you have to build relationships. So, like, you might have family abroad who might know a shop owner.
Yes.
Right? Let them talk on your behalf. Get a space, get hanging space in the shop. Do even try to figure out an order. Say, okay, I want to send up 10 things, and see if they could. You can sell. Let your auntie go and start next to it and see if they could. So that kind of way of where you have to build kind of confidence that you can emerge in a market space,
Yeah.
right?
Let me just pause you
yeah.
again, Robert. Sorry,
Okay.
but we have San Fernando on the line, and I know that person wants to win one of those shirts, those designer shirts. San Fernando, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, San Fernando. How are you?
I am fine.
And you are winning this for?
Father's Day.
Okay, good. And I'm going to go to Robert again. Robert, tell us the question. Easy question, Robert, I beg you.
Same question. Performer, any performer or group who has won the cloth in the last
Ever.
30 years, yeah.
Last ever.
Yeah.
David Rudder.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you so much, San Fernando. Congratulations. Stay on the line because we're going to ask you what option you want and also just to get your information. And I'm sending a happy Father's Day greeting to whoever that special gentleman or gentlemen are in your life. Have a good one. All right, and that's how we do it.
Okay, well, we have more on the show. Robert, thank you so much
Thanks
for being
for
with
having me.
us. And thank you, of course, again for representing for us. We appreciate it.
course.
And we appreciate you for staying tuned to the Now Morning Show. There's more coming up with possibly a performance. So stay tuned.
Here she comes, my Caribbean baby. Hey, Dudu, what's happening? Come and talk to your man a while now. You know I love you, eh? She's everything you think she's all about, and everything you dream she'll be. She lips could bring love water to your mouth. She's a bacchanal.